Alright, y'all. So, I apologize. This day went a lot longer than I expected. I packed for like literally a full 12 hours. But here we are at the track. I had my first session. It went a little bit wonky, only because after tech, they didn't give me the sticker, and the track officials wouldn't let me on the track, so I had to go back and get that. And I had cold tires while everybody else had warm tires. But regardless, we got here safe and sound. The truck did beautifully. The transmission behaved and did exactly what it was supposed to do. There were no hiccups or any of the sort of problems that I've been having with going downhill or anything. So I was impressed with that. It also shifted into overdrive just fine, no problems. So first session, I was just working out the bugs, especially with cold tires while everybody else's were warm. But once it got up to temp, it was fine. I'm not sure if you guys all remember or if I even talked about this, but I do want to say or remind that this is the first time of me going out on the Continental Sport Plus tires, and they're a lot different than or at least I would think they're a lot different than the Nitto NT05s that I was running before. There's a lot more siping in them, whereas the NT05s were a lot more tread or rubber contact to the pavement, but these are a lot more they have a lot more siping, so they seem to be a lot more attuned for wet driving than regular street driving than track driving. But I'll be perfectly honest, I didn't notice any issues with them when I went out driving, so overall I'm very pleased. But yeah, apologies. After the class, I went to the car, got something real quick to eat. Didn't realize that I had to go to tech for solo driving, so I went to tech really quick, and then I didn't have time to run back and get the GoPro set up. So here I am, just making my way. But round 2 is coming up here in an hour, so we'll see how that goes, and I'll bring you all along for the ride. luck that I just had. Woo! Snapped her off. No more dress up, just plain metal. Well, it is the next morning, and as you can see, I am happy to announce I finally got truck, trailer, and car all on one property. It took forever to get this to happen. Did have a little bit of an issue. The driveway does have a little bit of a dip in it, so luckily enough, I, as you guys all know, had to end up buying one of these guys. I don't know if I should probably post a video of it, but I know I posted the picture of it showing the dolly. But if I hadn't bought that on an impulse buy, I would have been screwed and SOL. I could remove the jack every day or every time I decide to move the trailer, but I'd rather not do that and then forget about it and, you know, run through that hassle. But this makes it easy to even freaking move it back and maneuver the trailer as it is. So anyway, it was a rather late night because I ended up having to unpack the couch that was in the trailer as well as the couch that was in the truck, and also got the Subaru in here, so I didn't film anything obviously for the return last night. But here we are, the morning after, and I'd say the weekend was a success. I think I pushed the car a lot harder than I have in previous sessions, and conveniently also I had a couple of buddies that I met there. And also I just want to say the other GoPro died, so sorry if the angle and vision is a little bit different on this. But yeah, so I had some friends that pushed a little bit harder, and I think the group overall improved quite a bit, so, or at least the people that were in the group this time. So it was a good session. The only complaint that I really have is that the tires were not the best. they held up, but once they got up to temp, and after about 4 laps, they just kind of gave out, and I was slipping and sliding, and I couldn't really push the car as hard as I would want to in the corners, and that allowed quite a few people to catch up to me. One of my buddies in a Type R, he was all over me most times, and then after a few of the corners, especially the S's, I would have to let him go by because I couldn't keep up with him, or I couldn't pull away from him except for on the straights, and I just don't feel like holding anybody back, although he said he was pushing hard and didn't feel held back, so I guess kudos on that. But overall, I think I did well, and well onto the way of progressing to HPDE 3. So yeah, overall, I know I keep babbling in this, but yeah, overall good success this weekend, so I'm looking forward to the next.